Possibly one of the most beautiful things about the autumn is the apple. And I've been fortunate enough this year to have a beautiful apple tree in my garden. And you can see here, I can't get over how many apples have been produced. I've never seen an apple tree like this. And the crows have been loving the apples, and the ravens and the birds, because every night they come and they sit upon the apples and they peck at the apples. And sometimes the apples drop to the floor with a loud thud. It's quite incredible what nature provides for us. And we all know that we can eat the apples, and they provide us with goodness and vitamins. They help our digestion. They're full of pectin. And the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, probably has some truth to it, I would say. I ate one of these apples last night and it was truly lovely. But I always thought of the apple as more than just a food, but maybe a symbol of love and magic. For what is held within the apple that gives us knowledge? It opens us up to new ways of being. The apple is rife in fairy stories and sacred to the fairies. I have noted how the apple tree is so laden with apples, is bowed down now towards the ground. And so I'm going to have to pick these off because the branch is literally, as you can see, touching the ground. But I wanted to share the beauty before I did this. The apple for many is the apple from the Garden of Eden. The apple of temptation. But I like to think of the apple more as a fruit of love. And the apple tree is synonymous with love. Enchantment. Fertility, abundance. And you can kind of see why. When you think that all those tiny flowers that came out in the spring, the beauty of the white and the pink blossom, produced these within months. And in the days when we relied on the harvest, we would grow the fruit and we would give appreciation towards the trees themselves. There are still traditions now which celebrate the apple tree, such as wassailing on the 5th of January. I myself just like to say thank you to the trees for the food and for the reminder of being human and of realms of magic which we all need in our lives. The apple is seen as a healer. King Arthur travels to the Isles of Avalon, known as the Isles of Apples, where he receives healing after being wounded in a battle. It is said that you should leave apples on the tree for the fairies. Don't take all the apples. The apple tree man is the oldest, the wisest apple tree in the orchard. And given reverence might bring us luck. So I say the tree is a tree of luck as well as a tree of love. You might be reminded of Halloween, Samhain, where we find the roots of Halloween. We're reminded of love rituals where we may pick an apple. To peel an apple and have the peel all in one go and throw it over your shoulder. Wherever it lands will show the initial of the person you will marry. When I was younger, I would twist the top. However many times it would come off, would be the initial of the person that you would marry. Eating an apple in front of a mirror is supposed to reveal a vision of the person you will marry. And apples are truly shown as fruit of love. They are sacred to Aphrodite, Pomona, Freya. We go to the orchard and we are tempted by the fruits. And we give fruit to those we love. Even in modern day fairy tales, the scene with Bella and Edward in Twilight with the apple, which is the symbol of temptation, but of love. The apple may be as well in fairy tales as Snow White where Snow White is killed by a poison apple given to her by an evil witch, but then is saved by a true love. I like this. I like the fact that trees remind you of something more, that bring you back into fables and folklore and who we are. Having told you some stories and reminded you of the beauty beyond just the food, I'm now going to pick some of these apples to help the tree, so laden with this weight. But what a beautiful weight, and what a beautiful gift.